Hey, good morning, everybody. Already got the car started. Oh, got it in drive. Before I do that, let's go put on the seatbelt, shall we? There we go. All right. A little overcast today. All right. What am I going to talk about today? Man, I always have some idea what I'm going to talk about, but when it happens, I always forget what exactly I'm going to be talking about. Got the email from Safeguard, so I'm going to get my vest, soft body armor, supposedly today. That's when it's scheduled to be delivered, but according to FedEx, it's still being shipped. So it's not even, or the labels have been created. So we'll see. We'll see if we get something today, tomorrow. Today is Thursday actually. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow will be Friday. It'll be interesting to see what happens. So, all right. As you notice, I got the gimbal on. I'm gonna have it chest mounted while I'm driving. And I have to tell you that riding this, using this is kind of interesting. It's definitely fun for me. The one I got is the one I'm using today is from Fry's. The way I can tell is I put the gimbal on the tripod that's from Fry's, and then the one I got from Amazon I put on the other tripod that it came with. So I have a regular camera tripod that I use for the Fry's gimbal. Then I have that small little tiny tripod that the gimbal I ordered from Amazon. The small little tiny one came with the Amazon order, so that's how I know the difference between the two. That's about it. They're exactly identical. I wouldn't know the difference, other than maybe the serial number or the Bluetooth coding, but I can't even keep track of that. Anyways, looks like a nice overcloud day, so it's gonna be fun riding the bike. I might have to turn my headlights on the bike, so I have to put the headlight and the rear light on because it's overcast. That's about all I'll do. I'm not gonna put the reflectors on because it's not forecasted to rain, and also it's gonna actually be very sunny today. Just for some reason, a lot of clouds, overcast this morning. It was also forecasted to rain last night, but I don't think it did. If it did, it dried up pretty quick. But that's Houston. It'll rain 1 minute and next minute it won't, or it'll rain across the street but not on your yard. It's just how it is. So what else am I going to talk about? Oh, I saw on the news Southwest Airlines had one of their engines blown, and mid-flight, the left side, the pilot side engine blew or malfunctioned and sent shrapnels to the cabin. One person did die. I was hearing really conflicting news. These days, I'm really skeptical about news and fake news. The first reports that I read was somebody got sucked out of the airplane, which was kind of bizarre. But that was the news that I first read. And then one person did die. I'm not sure if someone died from the shrapnel from the engine, or if they actually flew out of the airplane. The details are still kind of sketchy, and even then the reports are, shady at this point. I'm really skeptical about social media sites, YouTube and whatever, trying to monitor fake news and everything, because if you look at just the mainstream media news, I have to admit they're kind of censored in a lot of ways, muffled almost, because by the time I actually saw a video about the Southwest Airlines engine blowout, it was a flight from, I think it was a flight from New York to Dallas, and by the time I saw any video about it, there was no mention of anyone dying. The video I saw said that everyone was okay, and then I would start seeing other videos about someone actually did die on that flight. So, there's companies out there that are trying to filter news from fake news. I don't know how they're going to do that. It's definitely not an algorithm. It's definitely not an AI. Latest I've heard was there's companies out there that are trying to filter news and fake news through social media and whatever, through using journalists to go through every bit of news. Now, that reminds me a lot of how Yahoo used to do searches. They used to actually get people to actually search and then categorize it and all that. And if you look at what's going on with Yahoo right now, well, Yahoo is just not what it used to be anymore. So it's not the internet giant that everyone thought it would become. I thought that was interesting, this idea of alternative media being fake news. Social media, self-publications, self-video productions. I mean, a way for an individual to put out their own thoughts and views and reporting has really altered the way we digest information now, and I could say news to some degree, or even content, whether it's opinions or factual or even fictional. The way we consume content, and it shapes our opinions and our beliefs, has been so powerful that companies like Facebook, Facebook being a big example, Twitter being another one, which I don't have accounts for Twitter or anything like that. I don't use it. I don't even go on it. But apparently they're able to alter people's view at that moment in time. Overall, I think they do, in a longer view, do shed light on what's happening or what happened. But in a short-term view, at that moment in time, I think some of it is fake news, some of it is real news, some of it is just instant gratification. Because if you look at, for example, what happened with the Boston Marathon bombing, social media got a lot of that wrong and in trying to find the bombers. Ironically, it actually even steered a lot of people the wrong way. And with all those people trying to find out who the Boston Marathon bombers were, the reality was they just outed themselves, really. So social media is not always the answer. The crowd does not always have the right answer. The crowd can be wrong, and I've seen it. I've seen it quite a few times. The crowd can be immensely wrong about things, and so depending on social media and the crowd for an answer, sometimes not a good idea. You should definitely come up with your own conclusions, your own beliefs. A lot of what I see now, with content is secondhand, third-hand, even fourth-hand knowledge. I don't see too many first-hand knowledge videos or reporting. It's all, everyone's being fed information. Anyways, I'm at this stop sign, so that's my rant, my drive-along rant today. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I know I did. Anyways, bye.